Welcome to your energizing vinyasa practice. This video is going to be focusing on the hip space, integrating a little bit of twisting and also working your balance. I would say that this practice is an intermediate practice, so if you're new to yoga, you might like to check out another video. You won't need any props and all you need to do is take a seat to begin. So give yourself a moment to arrive, making any adjustments of the body that you need to make, and then begin to close down your eyes. We'll start to connect in with the breath by taking a nice slow breath in through the nose, and then a slow breath out. We'll take two more like this, nice slow breath in, and then a slow breath out. Final breath, slow breath in, and then a slow breath out. And then just giving yourself a moment to settle in, becoming aware of any sensations of the body, any thoughts or feelings that might be sitting with you today. And just for the next moment, seeing if you can cultivate this practice of allowing, just allowing whatever is here with you today just to be. The intention of our practice today is to cultivate a little bit of energy. So give yourself a moment to sit with the idea that in this practice, as you move and you breathe, you'll draw in a life force that brings more clarity, more energy, and more vitality to you in your day. As you feel ready, we're going to start to transition towards a tabletop position. So begin to open your eyes. Slowly bring your hands to the top of the mat. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Your knees are stacked below your hips. We're going to start to take a few rounds of our cat and cow. So as you feel ready, as you find your next breath, begin to sink your belly towards the earth. You're going to start to lift your heart and draw your tailbone to the sky. And then as you breathe, begin to round chin to chest as you broaden through your shoulder blades. Allow the breath to guide your movement as you begin to move between these two shapes. And now if you'd like, just start to play around with this movement. So you can start to explore coming into the side body by swaying, rocking side to side, maybe bending the arms, drawing a little further back towards the heels. See if you can allow this movement to be a little less structured. So there's a sense of moving from a deeper place, connecting to the breath in a deeper way. And just allowing this moment just to be curious and playful. Now from here, we're going to start to come into our hips a little bit. So you're going to bring your right leg out to the side, keeping a little bend of the knee. Start to draw your tailbone towards your heel as you look and create that sense of fluidity. Being very gentle and mindful as you shift your weight back and forth. Remaining conscious of how the breath moves through your body. Just find a few more rounds moving at your own pace. And then slowly take your time to transition into your second side. So bringing your opposite leg out to the side, bringing a little bend to that knee, and then once again working to draw the tailbone back towards the heel, rocking your weight back and forth. Just start to come back to your tabletop position now, and we're going to transition into our downward facing dog. So pedal through your feet, take a moment here, bring any movement to the body that feels appropriate for you today. And then just start to settle into a place of stillness for a few rounds of breath. Now when you feel ready, we're going to journey to the top of the mat to find a forward fold. Feet hip distance or a little wider, drop the crown of your head towards the earth and lengthen through your spine. Bring all of the weight into the balls of your feet to activate your toes. And then keeping a bend of your knees, chin is tucked, you're going to start to roll your spine nice and controlled up to the sky. Arms float all the way up. Eye gaze follows. And then as you exhale, bringing your arms slowly down by your side. Give space to your breath here. And then as you inhale, float your arms to the sky, keep a little bend of your knees. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, ride your breath down towards a forward fold, release your head. As you inhale, lift the back of your heart, draw your tailbone back, and cactus your arms as you float up. And then exhale to fold. Start to roll your spine up to the sky, arms float up. And then as you exhale, little bend of the knees, ride the breath down, forward fold. As you inhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart, draw your tailbone back, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, roll the spine up to the sky, arms float up. And then exhale, forward fold, ride the breath down. Inhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart, draw your tailbone back. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, roll your spine to the sky, arms float up. And then exhale, little bend of the knees, ride the breath down, drop the crown of your head. Inhale, cactus your arms, draw your tailbone back. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, roll your spine to the sky, arms float up. Exhale, bring your hands towards your heart, and then give space to your breath here. Starting to build on, inhale, float your arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips, ride the breath down, forward fold. Inhale, float your heart up, draw your tailbone back. Exhale, plant your hands and then step back towards your downward facing dog. As you take your next inhale, float your right leg to the sky. Come high onto the ball of your left foot, draw your right knee towards your nose and then step your foot at the top of the mat. Lower your back knee down and then inhale your arms to the sky to find your low lunge. As you arrive, take a moment to really ground down through your feet, pull the feet towards one another. Find a lengthening of your spine as you draw energy up towards the crown of your head and your fingertips. Keep your breath slow and steady. And then slowly bring your hands down to the front of the mat. Straighten your right leg to find your half Hanumanasana. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your leg nice and soft to begin, and then just take a moment to roll your ankles side to side, starting to create sensation through the back of the leg. Then begin to rebend into the knee, tuck the back toes, and then step back towards your downward facing dog. And then as you inhale, ripple forward, high plank, option to lower the knees onto the mat. Find control as you lower onto the belly. Inhale, push down through the hands, lift the heart for your low cobra. And then as you exhale, release, tuck your toes and glide back towards your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, float your left leg high, come high onto the ball of the right foot, draw your left knee towards your nose and then step your foot forward. Lower your back knee down and then rise up towards your low lunge. Fingertips to the sky, activating through the feet as you lengthen the energy up through your spine. Keep the breath slow and steady. Then start to bring your hands down to the top of the mat. You're going to straighten your front leg, come onto the heel as your toes flex up. Once again, finding your half splits, your half Hanumanasana. Keep your legs soft with the knee bent and then take a moment to roll your whole leg side to side. So a little nerve floss feeling sensation through the back of your leg. Slowly rebend into your front knee, plant your foot, and then step back towards your downward facing dog. Ripple forward towards a high plank. Take a moment to connect into your breath. Feel the activation of your core and then lower onto your belly. As you inhale, peel the heart up, find your low cobra. And then as you exhale, tuck your toes, glide all the way back towards your downward facing dog. Take a slow breath in, slow breath out. And then begin to journey to the top of your mat to find your forward fold. Little bend of the knees, let gravity take the weight of your head. As you inhale, lift your heart, cactus your arms, and then as you exhale, fold. Slowly roll your spine to the sky, arms float up. And then exhale, hands to prayer in front of your heart. Give space to your breath. Become aware of the soles of your feet and the crown of your head. And then as you feel ready to move, inhale, float your arms to the sky. Eye gaze follows. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Start to draw your right knee towards your chest. And then start to step to the back of your mat for a count of 3, 2, 1. Plant your foot onto the mat, arms to the sky, coming towards our high lunge. Keep a micro bend of the back knee. Find an activation of the spine as you draw energy up towards the crown. Settle here, feeling into your feet. And then start to take your right arm forward, left arm back, finding a twist as you take your eye gaze towards your back thumb. Keep bending through your back knee. Then bring your back hand onto your back thigh as you reach your arm up and over. Begin to drop your back heel, cartwheel your back arm forward, tee your arms, and then align yourself towards your warrior 2. Ground down through your feet, send energy out through the arms. Then bring your back hand onto your back thigh, and then reverse your warrior. Start to come forward, bring your front forearm onto your front thigh, reach your right arm up and overhead. Find your extended side angle pose. Connect to your breath here. Then use your breath to come up. Pivot yourself to bend into your right knee and then lower down towards your Skandasana, straightening your left leg. Find a little bit of movement here if it feels good for the body. Then take it to the other side, bending into the opposite knee, straightening the right leg, welcoming a little bit of movement if you like. And then slowly coming up, aligning your feet, finding a wide-legged forward fold. Take a moment to lengthen your heart forward, and then as you exhale, melt your heart down. Then pivot your hands and your feet to the top of the mat and step back towards a 3-legged down dog, left leg to the sky. Then slowly bring your knee towards your left elbow, and then glide back 3-legged down dog. Left knee to right elbow. Glide back 3-legged down dog. Come forward to find a 3-legged plank and then lower all the way onto your belly. Inhale, peel your heart up, low cobra, and then as you exhale, glide back down dog. Connect into your breath here, nice slow breath in, slow breath out. Journey to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart, draw your tailbone back, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, roll your spine to the sky, arms float up, and then exhale, hands to prayer in front of your heart. Take a slow breath in, and then a slow breath out. Begin to draw your left knee in towards your chest. And then for a slow count, step your foot to the back of the mat for a count of 3, 2, 1. Bring your foot down, draw your arms up to the sky, and then find your high lunge. Little micro bend of the back knee, send energy up through the crown and your fingertips. Then from here, begin to bring your left arm forward, circle your right arm back, maybe follow your eye gaze towards your back thumb. Then bring your back hand onto your back thigh, flip your front palm up and over. Drop your back heel, cartwheel your back arm forward, align your feet to find your warrior 2. Eye gaze over the front middle finger. Start to bring your back hand onto your back thigh and reverse your warrior. Use your breath to transition forward, front forearm onto the front thigh, left arm reaches up and over, extended side angle pose. Root down through the edge of your back foot. Use the power of your core and your breath to slowly come up. Bend into your back knee and then straighten your right to sink down towards your Skandasana. Option to open the right arm to the sky. Using your breath, start to transition to the other side. Left leg straightens, right knee bends. Maybe send the left arm to the sky. Support yourself to find your wide-legged forward fold. And then as you inhale, lift your heart, draw your tailbone back. And then as you exhale, fold. Walk your hands to the top of the mat as you pivot your feet. And then send your right leg up into the air to find your three-legged down dog. Come high into the ball of the left foot, send your right knee towards your right tricep, and then glide back towards your three-legged down dog. Right knee to left tricep, glide back three-legged down dog, and then slowly come forward, high plank, lower onto your belly. Inhale, lift your heart, low cobra, and then exhale, glide back down dog. Give space to your breath here. And then start to journey to the top of your mat to find your forward fold. As you inhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart, draw your tailbone back. And then as you exhale, fold. Inhale, ride your breath to the sky. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Take a slow breath in. And then a slow breath out. We're going to move through the sequence once more on each side. So when you're ready, right knee to the chest. Slow step to the back of the mat for 3, 2, 1. Arms to the sky, find your high lunge, little bend of the back knee. Take a moment to ground through your feet. Start to bring your right arm forward, left arm back, finding your twist, maybe taking your eye gaze to follow. Bring your back hand onto your back thigh and then flip your front palm up and over. Slowly drop your back heel, cartwheel your arms, align towards your warrior 2. Bring your back hand onto your back thigh and then start to reverse your warrior. Use your breath to come forward, front arm onto the front thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Feel into your feet as you lengthen through your side body. On your next breath, come up, bend into your back knee as you straighten your left leg, sink down towards your Skandasana. Slowly start to transition over to your other side, bending the left knee, straightening the right leg. Then bring your hands onto the mat, align your feet, find your wide-legged forward fold. Slowly drop the crown of your head towards the earth. Then as you inhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart, draw your tailbone back, and then exhale to fold. Walk your hands to the top of the mat as you pivot your feet, and then send your left leg up into the air to find your three-legged down dog. Come forward as you bring your left knee towards your left tricep, glide back three-legged down dog. Left knee to right tricep, glide back three-legged down dog. Slowly come forward, three-legged plank, lower onto your belly. Inhale, cobra, lift the heart. Exhale, glide back towards your downward facing dog. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Journey to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart, draw your tailbone back. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, roll the spine to the sky, arms float up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Begin to draw your left knee towards your chest. Slow step to the back of the mat for a count of 3, 2, 1. Plant your back foot, bring a little bend to the back knee, arms to the sky, find your high lunge. Feel your feet as you draw energy up to the sky. Start to bring your left arm forward, right arm back, find your twist, maybe take your eye gaze to follow. Then place your back hand onto your back thigh as you flip your front palm up and over. Slowly drop your back heel, cartwheel your arms, align towards your warrior 2. Eye gaze over your front middle finger. Bring your back hand onto your back thigh and start to reverse your warrior. Use your breath to come forward, front forearm onto the front thigh, left arm reaches up and over, extended side angle pose. Use your breath to come up, bend into your back knee as you straighten your right leg and sink down towards your Skandasana. Find control as you shift to the other side. Use your hands to bring you to the middle of your mat. Find your wide-legged forward fold. Drop the crown of your head. As you inhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart, draw your tailbone back. And then as you exhale, fold. Pivot your hands to the top of the mat, pivot your feet. Send your right leg up into the air, three-legged down dog. Then send your right knee forward towards your right tricep. Glide back, three-legged down dog. Right knee to left tricep. Glide back, three-legged down dog. Shift your weight forward, align towards a three-legged plank, and then lower onto your belly. Inhale, lift your heart, low cobra. And then exhale, glide back, down dog. Give space to your breath. And then as you feel ready, journeying to the top of your mat to find your forward fold. As you inhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart, draw your tailbone back, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, ride the breath to the sky, arms float up, and then exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Take a slow breath in, and then a slow breath out. Preparing now for our next sequence, grounding down through the feet, lengthening through the head. As you inhale, start to float your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Draw your right knee towards your chest. Flex your ankle and then cross it above your left knee. Finding our standing pigeon pose, bend into your left knee as you sink your tailbone down. Keep a lift of the heart. Nice, steady, even breath. Slowly begin to sweep your arms up on your inhale, right knee towards your chest, and then slowly begin to kick your right leg back, arms to prayer in front of your heart, aeroplane pose. Crown of the head reaches forward. Keep your eye gaze settled, connect in with your breath. Slowly start to lower your hands to the earth, drop your head, find your standing splits. Then plant your right foot to the back of the mat, send your left leg into the air, find your three-legged down dog. Then left knee to left tricep, gliding forward, and then slowly coming back. Left knee to right tricep, glide back towards your three-legged dog. And then send your left leg over to the right side of the mat to find your fallen triangle. Lift your right arm to the sky, lengthen both of your legs. Steady, even breath here. Slowly step back towards your downward facing dog. Ripple forward, high plank, lower onto the belly. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale to release, and then glide back towards your downward facing dog. Journey to the top of the mat to find your forward fold. Inhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart, draw your tailbone back, and then exhale to fold. Inhale to rise, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Moving into our other side, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer. Draw your left knee in towards your chest. Flex your ankle and then cross it above your right knee to find your standing splits. Bend your right knee and then start to sink your tailbone down towards the earth. Keep a lift of your heart. Eye gaze is steady. Notice the breath and see if you can start to slow it down. Begin to rise and then start to kick your left foot to the back of the mat. Hands are in prayer in front of the heart, aeroplane pose. Lengthen out in all directions as you feel into this balancing shape. Start to bring your hands down towards the floor, drop the crown of your head, standing splits. Then plant your hands, step your left foot to the back of the mat, sweep your right leg up, three-legged down dog. Come forward, right knee to right tricep, glide back, three-legged down dog. Right knee to left tricep, glide back towards your three-legged down dog. Right knee to left side of the mat, straighten the legs and your left arm to the sky. Find your fallen triangle pose. Bring your hands slowly down. Step back towards your downward facing dog. Ripple forward, high plank. Lower onto your belly. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. Exhale, glide all the way back towards a child's pose. Release your head down. Soften through the face, the shoulders. Release any tension through your jaw. Let gravity take the weight of your heart towards the earth. And just use this time right now to feel into the rhythm of your breath and the beating of your heart. Taking a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Giving space just to be. Start to come up now onto your sit bones, bringing your legs forward. We're going to move towards a seated twist. Start with your legs straight. You're going to bring your right foot over your left. You can keep your left leg straight if you like, or begin to bend the knee and sweep the foot over to the right side. Bring your right hand behind you to support you. Inhale your left arm to the sky, and then start to hook your elbow to the outside of your right knee. Ground down through your sit bone and then lengthen through the crown of your head, maybe taking your eye gaze towards your back shoulder. Take a moment to notice your breath as it moves up and down the spine. Slowly start to release. Bring your hands onto your knees just for a moment. And then releasing your legs fully, and then preparing for your other side. So right leg straight, left foot plants to the other side. Bring your hand behind you to support you. Inhale, right arm to the sky, and then start to hook your elbow to the outer edge of your left knee. Ground down through your sit bones, lengthen up through your spine, and maybe take your eye gaze towards your back shoulder. Give space to your breath. Slowly start to unwind, bring your hands onto your knees just for a moment. And then gently release your legs. You might like to take a moment just to windshield wiper. And then bring the soles of your feet together, take your knees out wide. Take a moment to lengthen through your spine and then start to come forward. Find a slight lift of your heart and then start to curl in, so let gravity take the weight of your head. Relax through your shoulders, let your belly become soft. And as you settle here, start to breathe into the back of your heart. Begin to deepen your breath. Letting gravity take the weight of your body down to the earth. And slowly begin to release. Take a moment as you lift the crown of your head. Use your hands to support you, and then bring your legs into a cross-legged position. As you arrive here, bring your hands onto your thighs, close down your eyes. And then once again, like we've been doing throughout this whole practice, give space to your breath. Start to notice the breath as it slowly comes in and slowly goes out. Taking a moment here in this seated position just to feel the energy of the practice, to integrate, to give space to whatever needs to be here.